Showboating Sports, guys. It's your man. Hey, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and share button. Make sure you guys become part of the family. Anyway, if you guys are returning to the channel, appreciate you guys for coming back in. We're going to go and get this party rolling. We're going to let the algorithms kick in. And meanwhile, we will get to cooking, right? Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit tonight about DAZN loses $6 billion on Canelo since about 2010, right? And I know you guys going to say, how is it that you're going to let all this rest on Canelo? Canelo was the biggest driving force. A lot of money that they put to him. But we're going to cook about that today. In here, we're going to have that. So we're going to set up a few things. We're going to give everybody else a chance to roll up in here because you know how we do. And matter of fact, we're going to get that music rolling, man. We're going to get that music rolling. That's exactly what we're going to do. Ain't that how we always do? That's how we do it. We're going to get this thing rolling. Let me get this thing. There we go. All right. Word. Salute, fam. Appreciate you rolling back in here, man. Yeah, man. We're going to talk a little bit tonight about DAZN. We're going to talk about all the other promotional companies too, man, because guess what? Everybody thinks that they got the best promotion company out there, and everybody's got a lot of bad stuff to say about one promotional company and the next. But DAZN has lost so much money, like $6 billion since about the early 2000s. You know what I mean? Like 2000, I think 2011, 10, 9, whenever that was, they came out and they had that $1 billion thing that they put up, remember? And then they just start paying everybody all kind of money. And the reason why I put Canelo paid up a big portion of that, you know what I'm saying? But they also just paid a lot of fighters up. It was like they should have been building that, should have been building company here. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the glitch is about. I don't know if it's time for this computer. If this computer wants to go on vacation, I don't know what it is. I don't know if the computer wants to go on vacation or not, man. Yeah, what's up, Brian S? What's up with you? Salute, man. Appreciate it. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Well, like I said, we're going to be cooking about that. We're going to definitely be cooking about the DAZN and all this other stuff, man. It's not a whole lot of unboxing that's going on that we can really officially really drop about, you know what I mean? We're kind of in between that little funk of fighters and stuff making their way in and having this thing going on. But guess what? We can cook these other companies up, you know what I'm saying? And we got to talk about them, and we got to bring them to the table, you know what I'm saying? Because they are what's wrong with boxing, you know what I'm saying? They love to say, oh, it's this problem, it's that problem, and that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. It's promotional companies, and it's them not putting on good fights. They trying to say it's the fire stick that's messing people up. And what's up, Hollywood? What's up with your fam? Salute. Glad you returning back up in here, man. Glad about it. 8 Mile is in the building. Salute. Appreciate you, fam. Any thoughts on Tank saying Haney's belts don't matter? Yeah, man, I saw that too. At the end of the day, Tank is a bigger name than Haney, but belts always matter. I don't know what Tank is talking about. Tank just feels like he's doing the Floyd thing where belts do not matter, but you need those belts too. You need to prove that you can get them belts too. You know what I mean? Can't keep fighting all the guys on the outside because the guys on the inside with the belt have belts. Now, is he going to say he's A-side over Devin Haney? He could, because he can say, hey, I don't want to fight Devin Haney. My name is bigger than Devin Haney. Devin Haney needs to fight somebody with a bigger name, you know? Because Devin Haney already got the belts, you know? And if Tank's saying he doesn't care about the belts, then guess what? He said DAZN was supposed to be BLK prime success model, right? Yeah. BLK's prime success model, yep. They was throwing good money over bad money on DAZN. Problem with DAZN is, the major problem with DAZN is, so when they came in, they said it was going to take over. They had this whole thing. They're going to do away with pay-per-view and you just buy the app. They, you know what I mean? They had more money than they had brains on that situation. What's up, Back Flipper? Salute, fam. Yeah, DAZN had more brains than money with that one right there, right? Tank is right. Even though it's not good. Yeah. Yeah, DAZN. Yep. But you know what? If DAZN had did that business model right, the thing would have worked out right. Because do you remember when PBC, Al Heyman and them tried to work out a deal and work with DAZN? See, they should have did a partnership with DAZN versus PBC, and I think Eddie Hearn kind of got in there and blocked that, him and his dad. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn and his dad, they feel like, hey, you know, his dad was already there with Matchroom before Eddie got in. But at the end of the day, the problem is when you got these fighters, they start overpaying these fighters because they was gonna get these guys in. But the key that they messed up was paying these fighters and not making them fight each other. If DAZN had brought these fighters in, gave them this money with a stipulation that they had to fight the bigger names, they would have fought the bigger names. Once they let Canelo get away with fighting bums and a bunch of nobodies, then they start letting other people do it. And then the guys didn't want to fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? If they had said, Canelo, your first fight off, we would have paid you $20 to $30 million before Canelo amassed all that wealth and said, hey, you got to fight Boo Boo Andre, he would have fought that dude. Or he wouldn't have passed up at that 30 million. But when you keep giving Canelo money to fight Triple G that he knows is a better fit for him than somebody else, he's going to choose Triple G because he just proved that. PBC offered him a fight between Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez, more money than he would have made fighting Triple G and Bivol in that fight. And he took the Bivol and the Triple G fight. And they lost money. Again. Unadulterated truth. What's good? Salute, fam. Appreciate you rolling up in here. Wasted untold millions on Triple G as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This third fight between Triple G and Canelo should not have happened. Should have been no way that happened. Nobody cared to see it. Nobody wanted to see it. Nobody don't care about the damn fight now. Nobody don't care that Triple G lost. And nobody cares about Triple G at all. And Triple G still ain't talking about fighting nobody. What it was is they was giving Triple G a payday. Yes, it should have been given. Matter of fact, listen. How can DAZN, and I'm glad they losing billions of dollars, but I'm like, how much money do you dudes have? How much money? They got to be having ill-gotten money in DAZN. I don't care what you say. There's no way they've been making a profit, man. There's no way. And they run from big fights that can make them money. And they go give Canelo money to fight Bivol, then turn around if he lost Bivol, still paid him good money to fight Triple G. Why would you do that? Nobody cared about Triple G. Nobody cares about Triple G right now. We like, dude, retire. Yes, it's something going on over there. They lost billions, man. They have soccer contracts and investors. Yeah, hey, they might. But still, if they are making money on the soccer end and investor end, they still taking good money and throwing it over for bad money in boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you getting out here and you got you come out with something good, T, and you making plenty of money over here. You making hundreds of millions of dollars on, well, you making millions of dollars on something. Then you go over and get into another business venture and you use that good money to fund the bad business venture and losing money out the ass on the bad business venture. That shit doesn't make sense, man. I wouldn't lose $50 too many times, let alone millions and billions.
True.
Showboating Sports, man, you on?
What's up with it?
What's up with you, man?
No much, man. I agree with everything you said. To add to what you're saying, I think another thing that got them was that the way their pompous attitude towards black fighters, right?
Yeah.
They say the shit like with Wilder, you know, they say little stuff about Tank. And then at one point they thought they didn't really need any black fighters. Like, you know, they had AJ and that's their guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until he started losing.
Yeah. But I will say this. Because I'm with you. But I gotta just tell you from my perspective. You know, I gotta give you my perspective on that, right? Like you said, They protected the shit out of AJ. They know AJ wasn't that good of a fighter to go fight Wilder. You know what I mean? They know they don't want him fighting Tyson Fury, right? They still protect him. He's black. Right. Then they also protect Dillian White, who is black, who I want out of the sport. The dude done cheated so many damn times. So let me just say this, bro. I'm all about telling the truth. You know what I mean? But to me, that ain't coming from a prejudice standpoint. Because them dudes taking Dillian White could have been under the bus, dude. He should be under the bus. And Conor being too. They still taking care of Conor being.
Yeah. So, and I agree with you. I think that's another reason. Like you said, with the bullshit, like with cheating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nah. Who like and then like if you ain't throwing enough money, why would I come over there? I gotta come overseas. I gotta fight this dude who possibly more likely is cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Nah, I'm not doing it. And like you said, giving fights that people don't want to see, like the third Triple G and Canelo. Nobody want to see that, man.
Right.
But you already gave Canelo because they value. Don't get me wrong, Canelo, was that dude. But for certain fights, they gave him way too much money and let him just walk all over the platform. And then I think like it was gonna be hard for them to get like the fighters they really needed to grow the zone. They never, to me, they was never successful in getting the right fighters to grow it. Because like you said, like they really didn't. I don't feel like they produced the fights that that they were promising. They And then depending on who they were, I don't know. I think when they first came out, it seemed like they was marketing towards like the black community in a way. Because at first it was like, the DAZN. Then it came out, it was like the DAZN. Like, who the fuck says DAZN? So, but I don't know if it was like towards black people in America or black people in the UK, or if it wasn't at all. That kind of confused me. So, all that kind of stuff. And like, I think, like Eddie Hearn and his pops, their attitude towards folks was, I think, was real shitty. So it was like, why would I come over there? You know what I mean? Then I feel like they had these backers and investors and stuff like that. And I feel like they thought they shit didn't think and they could make it anyway. Oh, we'll throw this much money at this person. They'll come over here from PBC. Somebody did, and they tried to go back and it didn't work. Like, I don't even want to mess with them no more. So, people see that, if I go to Eddie Hearn and stuff on the wrong way, I'm not going to be able to come back to Al Heyman. And that's going to stop their fighter flow too. And then, like you said, man, they got a lot of fights happening that we really don't care about. Like, man, like, all right, well, like, man. But yeah, that's it, man. I ain't gonna hold you no longer.
Appreciate it, man. All right, man, catch you back in the chat. Yeah, man, Undesirated Truth, man. League of Legacy, salute, fam. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you rolling up in here. And PGH Big Dog, appreciate you rolling up in here, man. Said now we know DAZN is desperate to do collabs with Showtime for Tank and Ryan. Said some UK fans turn a blind eye to cheaters if they think PEDs can keep them competitive with American fighters. They already trying to push Ben scandal under the rug. Yeah. What's cracking, Adrian? Salute, fam. But I'm gonna tell you this. This is DAZN's real freaking problem, man. They put Eddie Hearn in charge of that, and Eddie Hearn can talk all this shit he want to talk about everybody else. But Eddie Hearn ran that DAZN and pushed that stuff like it was his stuff, right? They paid Devin Haney a lot of money. Devin Haney made money. They also took Andre, right? They took Andre, but they didn't give him no fights. They couldn't give Devin Haney no fights. After so long, they was like, look, Devin, we can't get you no more fights. They let Devin go, right? So Devin got out of it and left, right? Said BLK Prime is better than DAZN. They have more money than the... Yeah, but see, DAZN, where DAZN really messed up at is, man, they said they had $1 billion to put out. They start throwing that money out there, and the wrong thing that they did was let fighters like Canelo fight Triple G and make plenty of money off doing it. And that did it. And also, they also paid Anthony Joshua. They paid Anthony Joshua a nice, healthy sum of money to not fight the top threats, right? He could have fought Wilder. Wilder came up with the $50 million. And what did Eddie Hearn them say? Oh, we don't know if PBC really got that money. We want to see money in good faith. We want to see the money from the bank. We want to see it. It's like, dude, you're not going to, y'all was doing every excuse you could not to make that fight with Wilder and AJ. Then they worked with PBC when AJ tried to cherry pick Andy Ruiz and got knocked out. Then what they do? They turned right around, made that second fight. And PBC didn't give them no hell. They let Andy go in and make that second fight. They could have done like everybody else, tried to see if they could get him out of it, but they didn't. They let that dude go in there and make that fight. You know what I'm saying? It could be why you have him on in Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia's paying that money and DAZN and took a loss. Listen, DAZN been paying Canelo for stupid fights. Like, think about it. This proves my whole point with that. What's up, B Megastar? Salute. Listen, this proves my whole point right here. All in a nutshell. PBC said, we'll pay you X amount of dollars, which was more money, for Canelo to fight 2 fights, Benavidez and Charlo. DAZN turns right around and go, we'll pay you a little bit less than them, and you don't have to fight that hard of a competition. Because they didn't really know about Bivol. They thought Bivol was a cherry pick. They knew Triple G was a given. Canelo goes in there and gets the brakes beat off of him, says he won, turns right around, says, I don't want to fight Bivol. I don't want to rematch Bivol. I'm going to fight Triple G. He goes and fights Triple G. And right before the Triple G fight, they say, well, are you going to fight Bivol? Well, if Bivol loses to the guy, then I'm not fighting Bivol. It ain't about. It's about you going in there and fixing your legacy. Canelo is spoiled, man. He doesn't have to take a fight because the Canelo fans are not right up here. Canelo fans ain't right up here, dude. Them ain't fans, them are groupies, man. Canelo got groupies all across the board, man. They don't care. Listen, before Andre fought the other day, they was like, oh, Andre, oh, he sucks. He can't fight. He just still wants a payday from Canelo. Man, nobody don't make money off Canelo. Bivol just said it. Bivol said, they said, you want to fight Canelo in a rematch? He said, man, I'm going after the belts. Bivol said, because I didn't make that much money with Canelo. Y'all remember when he didn't want Plant to make no money? And this ain't coming out of Canelo's pocket. Canelo is a freaking hater, man. Canelo's a hater. He don't come out of his pocket and pay nobody no money. Canelo goes, oh, it's $30 million on the table. I want 25 million of it. That's Canelo. You know what I'm saying? They said the pandemic hit. They had no fights. Burnt me for $99. They ain't had no fights before and they ain't had no fights after. Because listen to this. They could have made up for the pandemic. When Canelo started fighting again, they could have said, nah, we're going to work out with PBC. They didn't want to do that. They said, we'll pay you less money where we can host it. And they lost money on that. You can't tell me they didn't lose money on Bivol. And then they turned right around and fought Triple G. Nobody gave a shit about Triple G. There's no way, man. There's no freaking way that they made a lot of money off of that. They didn't. And Eddie Hearn don't want PBC to come in. He wants to keep them guys out of it because he wants to be over there running the show. Eddie Hearn lost all his fighters just about. He lost Devin Haney, Andrade. Now the rest of them cheated. Dillian White cheated. AJ got beat, so he ain't no factor. Nah, you wasn't wrong. You wasn't wrong for that. The reason why I say you wasn't wrong for that, because if they had to put on good fights, you didn't know that they weren't going to put on fights. When you were on the back end looking at it, you know. I suggested in my head, I said, listen, these dudes ain't wanting to put on no money, man. They ain't want to put on no money and pay nobody. They giving these fighters a way out. Like BLK gave Crawford a way out. You know what I'm saying? And then they tell me, oh man, it's the fire stick. It ain't the damn fire stick, man. Fire stick is playing a small part of it. If that's the case, people will sit at home and steal it. They are paying their money, traveling. The stadiums are jam-packed when it's a good fight. When it's a matter of fact, Tank Davis and Hector Garcia wasn't the best fight in the world to be put on. It was a good, solid fight. It was gonna be nowhere near nowhere near Crawford and Spence. But we didn't get Crawford and Spence. So what do? We had to turn to what we could get. You know what I'm saying? Everybody turn to what they can get. And it is the promoter's fault. It's the promoter's fault. But they blame everything else. And it's the promoter's fault. Said Eddie Hearn still has Conor Benn, Eubanks. Yeah, Bivol. Listen. Conor Benn is another cheater. He's a cheater, so they really ain't got shit in him. Then you got Dillian White, who's another cheater. Both them two guys gotta be out of sport. They supposed to be out of sport. But what they doing is they paying somebody under the table a lot of money to let these guys come back in and fight. That's what they doing, man. There's no way that VOD and them are making these kind of mistakes. How the hell you gonna make a mistake on Dillian White? Turn right around, there's a B sample. All that's messed up. Then you turn right around, do the same shit again with Conor Benn. Oh man. You said, yeah, DAZN is stuck in the past. Yeah, the problem with DAZN is they let Eddie Hearn and his dad run the show over there. That's why they losing so much money. That's why they losing so much money, man. Ugas versus Crawford. I think Crawford beats Ugas. But yeah, man, Eddie Hearn got to get it together, man. And we're never going to get the fights we're going to get until somebody does something right about these listen, for some reason these companies are losing money after money, so much money, and it's like they're never gonna go out of business. I don't understand that. What's up? Salute, Diana. I don't understand that. You name a business that can lose $1 billion freaking dollars and still keep doing the same thing they was doing. Yeah, he is definitely. DAZN has lost billions of dollars. And y'all tell me majority of that is on Canelo, the face of boxing, not fighting the best fighters. Triple G should have not have happened. Just like the Andy Ruiz and AJ fight shouldn't have happened. It's crazy, man. And they want to keep saying, everybody wants to pass the buck instead of saying where the whole problem is coming in at. So what really needs to happen is PBC and the backers of DAZN, DAZN need to drop Eddie Hearn. They do. They need to let him play a small part in there. Because who does Eddie Hearn have? What has Eddie Hearn done? You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn talks shit about everybody, right? But what has Eddie Hearn done? His dad gave him the business. Eddie Hearn ain't putting together the best fights in the world. You know what I'm saying? He had $1 billion under his belt, and that's the best he could do. Let Canelo fight Triple G a couple of times. Let AJ get beat. Let Glitter, like she said, let Glitter Boots get beat by Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. All that stuff is crazy. And that's the problem with boxing. Then we got these fighters in here who don't want to fight. They don't want to fight the big names. They like, man, why am I going to fight this big threat over here? Because you always hear them. I got to get my money. I got to get my money. Eddie gave us Serrano and Taylor. Yeah. That was a good one. But damn, with $1 billion, that's the best y'all can do? You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Cool. We got it. Yeah. They deserve everything coming. They deserve that shit. They've been playing games the whole time, man. You know what I'm saying? They have been doing this for the longest, man. And we all suffering from it. Now all these cats in here, you got companies coming in, BLK, they came in, lost money. They let Crawford, and they didn't lose that much. They lost some money with Crawford. But Crawford still took a pay, went down and paid just to dodge Spence. Now everybody talking about this Spence and what's the name fight. But man, you know, where do we go from here? DAZN losing money. PBC trying to hold together and make the best fights, period. Then you got people like Crawford that want $40 million to fight Spence. Now they got it. Now they teaching Crawford a lesson because they trying to show Crawford, we don't need you. Spence will go up to 154. So everybody here to prove a damn point, and who's paying the price is all of us not getting the fights we want. And every day, these fighters getting older, and these fights are getting ready to be in a situation where it's not gonna be handled. It's not gonna be handled. We got a small window to see Spence versus Crawford. Small window. She's saying it's coming, show. It's coming. We seeing only the tip of the iceberg. Oh yeah, all hell is gonna break loose. Hey, what they gonna do, Diana? They gonna stand on all that shit. Said Boots falls for a guaranteed $10 million that was fully paid. Boots did? Is that what Boots made off of this one, Terry? I didn't even check it. Boots made $10 million. That wasn't a $10 million fight. I can tell you that. He said, I don't know if you what's the name or not, because I ain't looked it up. Nobody is dodging Earl the Duck Spence. AAR said ain't nobody dodging the Duck Spence. He said Spence is ducking, man. That's what he said. Spence literally ducked the 147 division now, trying to pull fighters up just like Tank Davis. Oh, you mean Bud? Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It is really crazy. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff, man. Yeah. And Bud, listen, Bud talking all this shit like he wants to fight Spence. Bud don't want to fight Spence, man. I don't even believe it no more. Angel said, cut it out there. Said DAZN needed the Black American fighters to boost their platform. They are way more entertaining all around. Hearn failed to see that. Said Spence is a duck. Ha ha, fam. Funny crap. Spence is a duck. Said AB said PBC wanted him to fight Godzilla, so he found BOK Prime. Yeah, he said, for me to make $10 million, they want me to fight Godzilla. Because they said, man, listen, we're going to pay you. You're going to fight the right fights. Because PBC already know the money will come in if these cats fight the right people. Adrian Broner, listen, he don't want to fight nobody. He just said they got to pick and choose who they could fight. He don't want to fight nobody, man. Adrian just, listen, and I get it. I get it. Let me tell you why. I get it. These dudes have fought all the way through the amateur, made no money. Some of them went to the Olympics and got robbed in the Olympics. No money. Then they came in, first fights come in, and the little bit of money they made, they got to give it to the promoter. They got to give it to everybody else, get a cut of their money. The managers, everybody get the money, right? So everybody on there gets a cut of the money. So now they're at the point where they're like, okay, shit, I'm finally making some money, so I'll make all the money I can. Legacy is out the window. I get it. I get that. Do I agree with that? No. From a boxing fan, I don't agree with that. I want you to make your money and fight the best fights possible too, right? But they look at it like, nah, I deserve some easy pay. Crawford. I'd rather fight David Avanesian. I'd rather fight Green Machine. I'd rather fight everybody else and make some money. If I'm gonna fight a threat like Spence, I want $20 million, right? That's how Bud feels. Let's not forget Broner Duck figure. Yeah, Broner did. They had that fight lined up and Broner backed out, period. And then he mad at PBC. How you gonna get mad at PBC? They made you a fight, dude. You can't be doing that foolishness you doing outside the ring and the shit is bleeding inside the ring. But then what they do, oh man, people just don't want to back this. No, man, everybody's sick of all y'all's bullshit. And like Diana said, the roosters are coming home to roost, man. They got to stand on that shit. He said Earl Spence should be stripped for not putting his belt on the line. Spence probably scared that Thurman would put him in the morgue trying to hold his belts hostage and play and keep away from Keith Thurman. Hey, listen. Since Spence ran from Boots, Crawford, Ortiz, Thurman, crazy to fight Earl Spence now. Hey, listen, Terry. I agree with you. Listen, I know you play, but I agree with you on that. Spence is doing Thurman dirty because he's saying, I will fight you, bruh. But if by some chance you beat me, you won't get a belt because I'm going to play keep away from you. And guess what? And guess what? I'm happy for it. Listen, the petty dude inside of me, I am happy for it, man. Listen, I'm happy that Thurman won't get a belt on this. I hope he still don't beat Spence, but I'm happy Thurman won't get a belt. He don't deserve a belt. He don't deserve it. Thurman been a duck for years, so he feel like I don't have to fight Jerron Ennis. I still got my name. I done what I had to do on the casting couch with PBC. He done slept with everybody in PBC. Something that happened. I don't know. I can't say that for they try to get me banned. But something's going down. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's done to Mauricio Suleiman to get Mauricio Suleiman to keep backing Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? But he does. He backs him. You know what I mean? He backs him. But I'm petty as hell. Yeah, you can fight Spence, but without a belt. I'm all for it. Yeah, it is, and I'm all for it. It's a black eye on the sport, and I think that everybody should throw a punch here and there. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. No way Spence fights Thurman at 154. I don't believe Mike Coppinger. Yeah, I don't know if he does tonight. Maybe he does. Maybe he won't see what the 154 is like. Maybe he's doing it to pull, to really stick it to Thurman. I don't know. But I'm telling you, Thurman done been on that casting couch. The drop said, yeah. Thurman done been on that casting couch with Mauricio Suleiman or something. Something to happen. I don't know. That is my opinion, man. I can't say it's true. I'm just saying something ain't right. Something ain't cool, man. He said boycott the PBC for this travesty of a fight. Nope, I won't. I'm going to salute them, and I'm paying for that. Because, listen, nothing makes me happier than see Keith Thurman cry. Nah, hell no. Yeah, everybody been saying that this fight worse than Bud and Avanesian. Avanesian was ranked number 6 and Keith Thurman was the number 1 contender for WBC. How does that happen? And everybody's still pushing that. But listen, if Thurman gonna cry, I'm all for it. That's what ducks should do. Ducks should have to cry. You know what I mean? Yeah, Spence, give him the fight him. But if he wins, guess what? If he wins nothing but bragging rights. And then guess what? Spence gonna have to fight Spence again without a belt on the line. Yeah, listen, a lot of people said that. Brian is. A lot of people said it. Terry ain't the only one said that. These cats don't get you like I do. Look what you started. You got a clone. AAR with it, man. But at the end of the day, Terry's right about that though. That really, if Spence is going to I don't know how that works. Somebody explain that to me. If that works, right? If that works, where Spence gets to fight Thurman without the belts, Thurman don't win a belt, but he's still satisfied in a mandatory. I don't know how Spence pulled that off. I do not know how Spence pulled that off, but I like it. It's wrong. It is wrong, but I'm man enough to admit it. It's wrong. If Thurman gets to fight if Thurman gets to be a mandatory, then Thurman gets to should be able to win that belt. I agree. But do I care about Keith crying? I don't care nothing about Keith crying. I don't. I don't. Matter of fact, I'm happy to see Keith cry. That dude, listen, I know y'all like, man, what is your problem with Keith Thurman? Man, y'all remember Keith Thurman held up that division for so long? He wouldn't fight Bud. He wouldn't fight Spence. Nope, the Mando is not satisfied. Then I wonder why the fight is even going down. I don't understand that one. I don't understand that. Because Spence, is it that much money involved? Is Spence getting that much money to fight Thurman? Is it like a 90-10 split or something? I mean, what is the motivation for Spence? You know what I'm saying? When he can just easily go ahead and go fight Bud for the belts instead of moving up to 154. Hey, did you guys see that interview with Jerron Ennis? That's Terry. That's what I'm saying. You remember they said that they was going to did you just did a live on it? Yeah, they just said that it was gonna be a mandatory through the WBC. But then the other sanctioning body said no, they're gonna make an exception to the rule and let them fight at 154. That's why I say, man, I'm waiting till it come out. I'm waiting till I let it come out before I even really make a move on it. You know what I'm saying? He said, cause Spence can't have voluntaries because he has WBA mandatory. Right. It's the biggest non-Crawford payday for both. Yeah, but Man, it's more about legacy with Spence. How much is he really getting paid? He said, do I got my line up? Yeah, I got my line up. My line up and going. It's up and going. Yeah, anybody want to call in? It's up and going. I think the Mando was a must by all. Yeah, by Al. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, Adrian, the line is up. Anybody want to call in? The line is up and going. Basically, it's all in-house fights, PBC versus PBC. But listen, they kept trying to make the Crawford fight. Dude, that's why I say none of this shit makes sense. I can't wait till it come out till it makes sense. She said, I think Spence said, okay, but under one condition, no belts involved. But how much money is he getting? Because he'll make way more money fighting Bud. There's no way that Spence is going to get the same payday he would get for Bud. Plus, he don't get a shot at Undisputed. Plus, if he loses, that hurts everything. And you know what? I got him beating Keith Thurman. I got him beating Thurman, but that ain't gonna be no easy task. Spence is testing his body after that injury versus a less dangerous opponent at an easier to make weight. Yeah, could be right. Could be right. Good point. Yo, yeah, he definitely giving Keith a taste of his own medicine. He said, stop that show. Listen, I want to see the fight, but I would really like to see him fight what's name first. Yeah, with no belts. But if he loses that fight, it's still gonna hurt. But at least he lost at 154. But I don't think he's gonna lose. Think he'll pay Spence what he asked for? Yeah, but I guarantee you, Thurman ain't getting 50-50 or 10 million. Guarantee you that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Listen. I'm like what T said. He probably knew it'd be easier to make that weight on his way down. He ain't gotta try as hard after that injury. He got a little bit of time, make sure he got all the bugs out and all that. Cause I don't know how bad, like y'all said, what parts his leg, knee, or whatever else that it could have injured. You know what I mean? But it's a good move. If he loses, he can still win Undisputed. Yeah, he can, but it won't be as good as it was depending on how he loses. 65-35 split, shit, I say 70-30. I wouldn't give Keith nothing but 30%. Sorry, guys, my keys are cutting up again. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it, Diana. Shh. Listen, we do that stuff all the time. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, you ever seen us in here on them drinks? Yeah, Spence not greedy. Now, Spence ain't greedy. Listen, that's just me. Listen, dog, the truth is, I'm being honest with y'all. I'm talking from my feelings. I'm not talking from the boxing, the fan of the sport. Ligament damage. Oh yeah, if there was a ligament damage, it's gonna take a little second, but he'll recover pretty good on that one. But you know, he was walking pretty good, and he been on these. They saw him at that what's name, but like you said, he milked a little bit of that. I think he's gonna be good though. I think he's gonna be good, but you know, give him a way of doing whatever. And plus, he know Keith Thurman ain't had a fight. He make Keith Thurman go up in weight. Keith Thurman was already listen what he doing to Thurman too. He know Thurman had a problem when he fought Barrios, right? Thurman was at a win towards the end of that fight. Barrios walked him down the whole time. It's gonna be a night of hell for Keith Thurman. It's gonna be that. Oh yeah, Keith needs a payday. Keith just wants one more on the way out the door. After this, if Spence stops Keith gonna retire. Nah, they didn't tell Crawford the same thing. They didn't tell Crawford that. And why would they tell him he can't have a tune-up when Gervonta Tank Davis had a tune-up? They probably said you can't have a tune-up months later, and then we got to go wait on you. See, it's probably something in there dropped. I know it's supposed to be a leak call and all that other stuff. There's more to that story, man. There's way more to that story. You know what I'm saying? It's way more to that story. Because think about it. If Gervonta Tank Davis got a fight January the 7th, and Ryan waited and had a fight around February or April, right? Let's say March or April, then Tank got to wait again. They're not going to wait on Ryan. It's a catch weight. in my opinion, at 152, making Keith blow up to fight is a good shake back for Spence. Yeah, because listen, this is the thing. They don't have to come in at the weight. They got to come in under the weight. So if Spence sets it at 154, Keith Thurman ain't coming in there at 145 because he know he's going to be too small. He's not going to be 8 or 9 pounds smaller. So what that's going to force Keith to do, be at least 150, right? And then Spence don't have to be, if it's set at 154, if Spence can show up at 150 or 149 and still be on track for 147. So that's cool. I'm sure they got a mind game to play. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. They got a mind game to play. So, you know how that goes. So, but it's cool. Thurman can't. Spence is the biggest money fight. Spence is actually the biggest money fight, but Thurman ain't the biggest money fight for Spence. Crawford would be, you know what I mean? Hell, Jerron Ennis would be almost as good as Keith Thurman, but Keith Thurman still pulled his weight. The problem is that Barrio fight hurt Thurman. And now a lot of people doubt Thurman. If Thurman had came back and fought Ugas and had beat Ugas, you know what I mean? Earl has made 150 multiple times. Yeah. So he gonna be up under there. I don't think Earl gonna be 154 the night of the fight. I mean, for the, round weigh-ins. Don said, what show? It's about to get serious as hell this year. Them sanctioning bodies tired of this dumb ish. Yeah. They are up. Listen, they tired of it, man. And they setting some ground rules, you know what I mean? And to be honest, they putting rules in your face and they mixing the rules up. Cause think about this though, dog. Listen. We all are confused about what's going on. PBC was mandating the fight with Earl Spence and Keith Thurman, right? Y'all remember that? Because T-Word said it. T-Word was the first person that said that. He's like, man, they're gonna make a mandatory. I said, well, I'm hearing it, I haven't seen it, right? But then when it came out, when it all came out, we heard about it, right? Then we all heard about the other sanctioning bodies now, right? Now, the WBC ain't forerunners. Remember, the WBC was supposed to be supersede every other belt, right? Before the IBF and all that. Now the WBC ain't even involved. And y'all telling me that this shit makes sense? It don't make sense. That's why I'm like, everybody's trying to pin and trying to say they know this, they know that. And none of us know shit. None of us know shit. We really don't. That's why y'all heard me on the stand, man. I don't know. I can guess like everybody else. I can say, oh, yeah, this is it, like everybody else. But that ain't it. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't it. Because they all talked. 1 minute it was this. Next minute it was the IBF. Jerron Ennis, he got the satisfied IBF mandatory. Then he got to go fight Jerron Ennis. Now it's a whole nother belt on there saying that they going to make an exception to the rule and he can go up to 154 and he don't have to fight for a belt. That just means Spence can do whatever the hell he wants to do. So you know what that really means? That means he can fight Keith Thurman. Jerron Ennis ain't getting a fight because they already said they'll make the winner of Ortiz and Staniosis be the mandatory. Spence can't fight a mandatory Thurman. Now it's not mandatory Thurman. Then fight mandatory Staniosis and Jerron Ennis all in a short period of time. He can't do that. And you don't even see, Spence ain't even sweating the shit. That's why I say, man, I'm just going to sit back, be cool, calm, collective, and enjoy the shit how it goes. And I'm enjoy the stuff that I like about it. The main thing to all of this is music to my ears that Keith Thurman is getting done dirty. But he's getting a shot at it. It's more than what he did for Spence and Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're expecting too much. Yeah. That's what, yeah. But at the end of the day, they're not going to tell us nothing. Bud screwed all that up. Now they playing their game. Listen, the sanctioning bodies are playing a game, dog. They all playing a game, and it's right before your eyes. Because you remember PBC, he's got to fight. We're going to order the fight. PBC said that. They're going to make it mandatory. They never ordered that purse bid. They could have ordered that purse bid a month or two ago, and it would already been done. They could have ordered that purse bid, but they didn't. Then the IBF, like Boost them said, How the hell did WBA and them get in front of us when we was already a mandatory for the IBF? Staniosis was already a mandatory. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be cool. Said PBC is a syndicate and they're gonna freeze out Crawford. They ain't gonna freeze out Crawford, but they're gonna teach Crawford a lesson. They're gonna show Crawford who's in charge. You know what I'm saying? They gonna teach Crawford a damn lesson. And Crawford needs to learn that damn lesson, man. Listen, all these fighters need to learn a lesson. It's starting with Keith Thurman. And the lesson to be learned is, this is the lesson. Strike when the iron is hot. If you got a chance to make that fight and make some money, make that fight and make the money. Don't dick around thinking you bigger than the sport and you bigger than everybody else, because you're not. Because you're going to piss a lot of people off. Look at Glitter Boots. Look at Glitter Boots. He could have fought Wilder. They could have went ahead and done an undisputed thing. He played around. And now guess what? It's done passed him by. Glitter Boots will never be champion again unless he wait everybody out. Glitter Boots has got to wait everybody out, man. He's got to wait everybody out. He's got to hope Usyk goes back down. He got to hope Wilder retires and Fury retires. And Andy Ruiz ain't nowhere in there. He get the belts and dodge Andy Ruiz. That's the only way he's going to ever be champion again. You know what I mean? Glitter Boots is done. And I'm happy for it. I'm happy for it. Says Staniosis said he wish he didn't take step aside money. Now he don't get paid. Hey, well, he shouldn't have done it. But he made a little bit of money. He made a little bit of money. But Staniosis got screwed on this. But Staniosis beats Ortiz, and he's still right there in the thing. Yeah, he ain't got no heart. He ain't got no heart. His heart ain't in the fight no more. Listen, he done made so much money. He done had women from every other country. He can't get up for the fight. And then now he's going to go train with Derek James. Y'all see that? Yeah, I'm glad. All day long. And you see where they saying that Glitter Boots is now going to sign with Derek James. I don't know if Derek James can help him. Because Derek James can't make him be something he's not. You know what I mean? Derek James deal with some fighters that's got heart. He really do. And fighters that really want it. AJ don't want it, man. Glitter Boots don't want that fight, man. And I'm cool with it. Because AJ shouldn't have never dodged Wilder. AJ dodged Wilder. He should have took that undisputed. He should have took it. Now he didn't get it. So be it. Retire. You rich. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This pillow top. Hey, Adrian, I messed up tonight, dude. I came on here and was live from Pillow Talk. Yeah, I had to hurry up and take it off and erase it. It's unbelievable bringing his, yeah, man. He's bringing his vial. It's over here. Yeah, and she said I don't like Glitter Boots. Listen, AJ, man. Oh yeah, you're right, T. Yeah, Staniosis' purse was, I mean, his money was bigger than his purse. Yeah, so he made a bigger payday without having to fight. To be honest, he should have took it because he wasn't going to do them to get hurt. Staniosis wasn't going to beat Spence. But he might, well, I don't think he'd beat Ugas either. He probably wouldn't beat Ugas. He probably won't beat Virgil Ortiz. Yeah. Who you talking about, Spence? Or you talking about how AJ did? Listen, AJ talking about he gonna go get Derek James to train him. I don't think he got the heart, man. I don't think he got the heart because he really ain't got no inside game. I don't know, but you know what? Derek James, let me get that straight. Let me get that straight. Whoa. Let me say that because Derek James is a hell of a trainer, and Derek James will try to figure out what he can do to make AJ better, the same way he does with Spence and Charlo. Reason why I say that, because AJ got to work that jab. AJ got to figure out how to do something different. AJ can't be fighting small. Depends on who he fights too. That's the key. He gonna train him, but he got to train him specifically for that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all lost me. Okay, I see y'all. I see Adrian talking to Diana. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, y'all right, man. Hey, we're gonna see that shakeup. But I'm so happy that Keith Thurman is crying, man. Hey, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Just like I'm good with AJ coming over here trying to get some training. And he gonna listen for Derrick James. I pull for AJ depending on who he fight. Only because Derrick James, I want Derrick James to look good, right? And if he fights Wilder, I hope AJ gets knocked out. You know what I mean? I hate to do Derrick James like that, but I could care less about glitter boots. Nah, I mean, he won't work that jab for shit, man. He gets down and bends down with him and make it easy for these guys to hit him. Then he looks stunned when they about hit him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Said Derrick James is great, but AJ is washed. AJ has no heart, chin. He don't, man. AJ don't, dude. He will not. Listen, AJ pushes his jab. He got too much damn muscle on him, man. Y'all think listen, I don't want to accuse him of that. I'm not accusing him. Listen, for the record, I'm not accusing. I'm just merely asking a question. Do y'all think AJ has been on something to keep all that muscle mass? I don't know. I'm just asking because he's been big a long time. So he might not be on anything. But do y'all think that because I don't know what that is, man. I don't know if Glitter Boots is on something or not, man. I don't know. Y'all think that's how because he got too much muscle, man. Yeah, 5 years to get 3 belts. Oh, you talking about Spence again? You talking about Spence again, AAR? Because I missed it. I might have missed your response when I asked that earlier. You know what I'm saying? I might have missed that. But AJ is washed, man. He's on testosterone? Okay. Because it looked like it, man. He keep that muscle mass up like it's no... Dude, he stays lean with a lot of serious stuff on him. And he, you know what I mean? And then he's slow, man. He got too much muscle, man. Oh, he does? Okay, I didn't know he had a condition. Well, you know what? They're going to say he had a damn condition just so he can take it. Bubble jackets. Yeah, I remember them bubble jackets, man. I used to like the bubble jackets, Diana. Them bubble jackets was hard, man. I had one, man. There's a few more I wanted to get, and I couldn't get them at the time. Yeah. What's up, Will Peoples? Salute, fam. Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, yesterday I didn't have one yesterday, man. I got caught up in some stuff, man. By the time I got in, it was gonna be too late, man. All right, Adrian. Peace, man. Catch up with you tomorrow, man. Yeah. Last night I had some stuff I had to do. By the time I got on, it was gonna be kind of late. And I said, man, y'all was already into something else, man. I already knew y'all was gone. Short day. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right, Adrian. Hey, puffer jackets. Yeah, I used to love them puffer jackets. Yeah, Derrick James got a lot of late bloomers. AJ always talk about he was late bloomer too. Man, AJ, like he said, he on that testosterone. But you know how it is. You go to a doctor and the doctor can write you some stuff out and they'll let you do it. AJ is okay for heavyweight boxing. He talks good on TV, but he's done. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, AAR, I agree with you on that. He talks a lot on that. He does. He's good. He sells tickets. You know what I mean? And one thing I was telling Gerald earlier today, the whole UK backs him. You know what I'm saying? The UK don't care what color. ATL unanimous salute, fam. Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. Yeah, they don't care. Listen. They don't care over there across there. They don't care across that pond. They do some stuff, man. Listen, that's one thing I can say about the UK, man. They get a fighter, they will back that they'll back them. They don't care. Listen, if you cheat, they still back you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, hey, AJ, listen, they all on something. You know, Eddie Hearn had the nerve to say that Canelo was a cheater. Canelo was on something, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he do. AJ sells for sure. Yeah. He's a good one. He's a good spokesman on there. You know what I mean? And he's got a lot of people that like him. A lot of people that like AJ. You know what I'm saying? I don't like him as a boxing standpoint because he dodged that He dodged that undisputed. Hey, Diana sounds like me, don't she? She said Glitter Boots deserves everything he's getting. I agree. He does. I agree he does. Him and Keith Thurman are on the same bus, and Keith Thurman is driving. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman is driving that bus, the tour bus tour. That's what I call it, the tour bus tour. Keith Thurman is driving, and AJ's on there, right? If we can get Dillian White on the tour bus tour, and if we can go get Conor Ben on the tour bus tour, right? And Canelo, I want him on there too. I want all these dudes, and I want listen, if Triple G would just retire, I'd be happy. Triple G retired, Keith Thurman keep crying, AJ keep crying, Dillian White gets kicked out the sport, and Conor Ben gets kicked out of the sport would be a much better place. And somebody knock out Canelo. I'm sick of Canelo, man. I'm sick of Canelo. I'm sick of that, dude. I'm sick of him fighting Bivol. Now he gonna fight John Ryder because his hand. I'm sick of that. Fighting Triple G 5 times. I want him on the tour bus. I want him on there. And that's me being petty. I don't even want him to fight. Listen, he's never gonna fight any of them other dudes. He's not gonna do it. I want him on the tour bus. What you mean he does nothing but wait? Wait and don't fight Spence? Or wait for Spence to bring the action? What are you saying? Double AR? Because Thurman is messed up. He said, me too. I'm with you. Yeah, man, I'm petty as hell, dude. But I can admit I'm petty as hell. You know what I mean? I'm petty as hell until it really comes down to the sport. You know what I'm saying? When it really comes on the really intricate stuff on the sport, you know, like I don't like seeing boxers get robbed. You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing that. But yeah, man. Yeah. I want this the tier tour, but the tier bus tour. Yeah, I want that one. I want to see AJ on it. I'm so happy AJ is on there. Said Keith waits and ducks. Ducks Earl? Shh. Keith can't. Listen, Keith don't want to fight Jaron Ennis. He don't want to fight Bud. He wants to fight Spence because Spence is the biggest payday. Yeah, it's time for him to go, man. Keith Thurman is, dude, I like Keith Thurman as a fighter, but as a person of the sport, I don't like Keith Thurman. I don't like nothing about Keith Thurman no more. Keith Thurman is a schmuck. He ain't great to collect nothing. Keith Thurman ain't great to collect nothing. I hope he don't. Man, I'd be sick. Y'all talking about somebody be sick. If Keith Thurman, listen, I don't even know if I'll come on for a couple of days. Listen, I won't be able to handle that, knock on wood. If Spence loses to Keith Thurman, dude, you talking about somebody be sick, dude. I'll be sick. I ain't gonna talk that one up. Oh my goodness. I be sick, dog. I be sick. Yeah, Keith don't. Yeah, Keith say he want those belts. Keith don't care. Keith lie and say he want those belts because it comes with a bigger payday. Because if that's the case, he'd go fight Bud. He don't want to fight Bud because Bud don't come with an awesome payday. He don't want to fight Jaron Ennis because he gonna probably lose, no belt, no money. He ain't gonna make no money with Jaron Ennis. Keith Thurman ain't gonna really make no money with Jaron Ennis. His plans ain't working. Keith Thurman is somewhere crying, dog. Listen, we need to go ship some Gatorade to Thurman because I'm sure he's dehydrated from all that damn crying he's been doing for the last couple of years. That dude done changed everything. Keith, one-time Thurman. Like I said before, if you can beat me, beat me. Now he's saying, if you can beat me again. It's like, come on, dude. Come on, man. Yeah, he wants championship fight money. He wants trip to Belize money. Keith Thurman wants some extra going to retirement money. Keith wants an extra $10 million so him and his wife can put that money to the side. Hopefully he get lucky. If he loses to Spence, he might take that loss. He might take one more on out. He weighed out Spence. Them belts are close to Keith now. Man, yeah, it might be, man. I hope Thurman don't get that belt, man. I hope he don't, man. Listen, I'm not even betting on that fight. I don't really bet on fights too much, but I ain't jinxing my damn self. Listen, I believe Spence is gonna win that fight, but we all know how damn flukes happen. We know how flukes happen, man. Said Glad. Oh man, listen. I hope Spence tells him he got to wear some Yeezys in. I hope. Listen, I wish Spence would make Thurman come in with a pink skirt around his pants, around his shorts, right? And I hope Keith had to come in. If he don't have his ponytail no more, because you remember Keith had that ponytail. I hope they put in the contract that Keith got to put on a weave ponytail, right? And come in with some pink Yeezy shoes on, right? Nah, he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna rematch Pac-Man. Will. Keith ain't ready to do that. Keith is doing a money grab. That's what Keith is doing and hoping to get lucky. And what's bad about it is he already knows Spence been stopping everybody. All Keith Thurman's gonna do is try to go out there and outpoint him. He gonna run the whole damn fight, which Spence got to cut the damn ring off worse than Boots was supposed to, right? Because Keith Thurman ain't gonna be like Rashidi Ellis. Listen, Keith Thurman gonna be on that bicycle the whole fight. Keith might listen. Don't be surprised if Keith stands in one damn corner, takes his glove off, and throw it at Spence and try and hold the laces. Throw it, hit him, and bring it back. That way he can be out of hitting range and he can get his points in. He might try to do that. I don't know what he gonna do. Nah, yeah, you're right, big dog. I ain't gonna put that in the atmosphere. He gonna run though. Keith Thurman is running, bro. He gonna try his best, man. I can't stand Keith Thurman, dude. I like Keith Thurman as a fighter. I really do. The dude can fight. Keith can fight, man. I like Keith. That whole Barrio shit, that's rusty. Keith can fight, man. He really can fight. He's better than Danny. He's better than Sean Porter. Keith Thurman is better than anybody else out there besides Bud and maybe Boots. But the way I saw Boots do the other day, Keith would have stopped. Keith would have beat Boots. Keith would have beat Boots the way he fought the other night. Yeah, one shot, but Keith is a smart fighter, man. Keith really is, man. I give it to Keith. Keith is a smart fighter, man. Yeah, Keith is a smart fighter. I missed the subject, show. Yeah. Now right now we talking about, DAZN lost about $6 billion, man, just over a period of time with all these fighters and stuff. But right now we talking about this Keith Thurman Spence fight and all of that. And we talking about how the sanctioning bodies, they saying that Keith, that Earl might not have his belts up, that if Keith win, he don't have to worry about that. And I'm like, DAZN, yeah. And I'm all for Keith Thurman crying, you know what I mean? But I'm like, I don't know how you settle. How do you take it and say it's a mandatory? It's supposed to be WBC mandatory. And then it was supposed to be WBA mandatory or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now WBA is saying, well, we're going to give you exception to the rule. But then they saying it's not going to be for a belt. But then they saying it is going to be for a belt. And Steven Espinosa said it is going to be for the belts. So like I said, it's all up and down. I pretty much don't care about that. They set the weight at 154. I don't think Spence will show up at 154. I think he'll show up a lot less, but I think that he's going to get in Keith Thurman's mind that Keith Thurman knows I can't show up at 147 and Spence is at 154. So I'm going to have to put on some more weight. All that time he took off and he fought Barrios, he was winded towards the end of the round. The end of the fight, Keith Thurman was winded. So if Keith Thurman got to put on that extra weight, he going to be tired. He going to be tired. So let's say Spence go in. Spence don't have to be 154. Spence can come in at 149, 150. He don't have to be the 154. There's got to be up under that. And so I think they're going to be up under it enough to where they can make it back down to 147. Because Spence shows up and he's 154, man, it's going to be hard to take that muscle off and be effective back down. Jaron Ennis, they asked Jaron Ennis about him going up and him coming back down. And Jaron Ennis said this. He said, if Spence goes up to 154, he's not going to come back down to 147. He said, I don't see him going to make that weight again. Man, they've been losing ever since like 20, whenever they came out. I don't know if it was 11, 12, 13, 14. I can't remember when the hell they came out. Whenever the hell they came out with that bull. Yeah. So, yeah. So you look at it like that when it comes down to it. Hey, my only thing is I am happy. I'm happy that Keith Thurman is crying. I'm happy if Spence don't give him a chance to win the belts. I'm happy about it, even though that's crapping on him. If he wins, he should get the belt. But I'm all for it because Keith is dirty. Keith is dirty. He did Bud dirty and he did Spence dirty. He refused to fight them dudes. And he didn't even want to acknowledge them. He didn't want to say their name. He did everything he could not to fight them. Yeah. I don't blame him either. And then they was like, well, do you think the Bud thing gonna happen at 154? And Jerome was like, nah, I don't think Bud and Spencer follow at 154. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't think it. I don't think he'll come back down to 147. He said, I think he'll stay at 154. And I think he'll stop. And they said, you think he said, I think he'll stop Keith Thurman at 154. And they said, well, if he fights him at 147, you think it'd be an advantage or, whatever? Either way, is it advantage at 154? Now, Boots said, nah, I think he stops Keith at 154 or 147. That's what Boots said. He said, I think he stops him. Said Keith ain't been looking, there's been questions about Keith. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, Keith Thurman crying, I'm cool with that, bro. I'm cool with that. And anything that helps Keith Thurman cry, I'm cool with that. Now, if I can get Bud to start crying, Bud's got to pay for that duck move. Bud's got to pay for that. I want to see Bud cry. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Bud in that boat. I do. Listen, if Spence goes down, let's say Spence and Bud fight, Bud gets beat, Bud career over because ain't nobody else gonna really be fighting Bud. Jerron Ennis might fight him. But then he'll find himself falling back. But you know what? He probably, you know what I mean? Then we'll see the real Bud. But Bud is at the end of his career where it ain't gonna be hardly no true get back. He's gonna be getting close. I don't know what's up with Bud. Only thing is the Bud's only relevancy right now is that belt. That's the only thing Bud got going on right now is that belt. If it wasn't for that belt, they've been out. Listen, Bud will be where Keith Thurman is, somewhere crying on the Tour Bus Tour. Listen, if Bud didn't have that belt, Bud would be, let's say somehow Bud lost that belt to Avanesian. Bud would be on the Tour Bus Tour. He'd be somewhere crying. And nobody would ever give him a shot. Say, I never thought HBO would exit boxing. Shit, I did. The way they start making stuff moves towards the end. Said Ugas is the only one wanting big fights. Shh. Ugas better go get him a get back fight. He's damaged goods right now. Damn shame how he let his reputation go all the way down. Big drop from the top. Yeah. Man, listen, Diana, listen, and you'll agree. But think about it. Keith Thurman was where Bud was. Keith Thurman had the biggest name. Now nobody don't even want to see Keith Thurman fight. Nobody wants to see Keith Thurman fight. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't want to see Keith Thurman fight. And it's sad. To me, I'm like, man, what are y'all talking about? This is Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman still can fight. Keith Thurman keeps taking the layoff so long, he come back rusty and he don't look good. He was rusty against Josecito Lopez. He didn't look good. Keith Thurman came back, got beat by Pacquiao, came back, fought Barrios, barely got out of that fight. So his stuff is going down. Keith Thurman, man, listen, he was up higher than Bud and everybody, and nobody even cares about Keith Thurman. Nobody. Nobody's saying, ooh, yeah, Keith Thurman the man. Nobody don't care that. Said, last time I checked, Canelo isn't signed to DAZN. Yeah, but they still lost money on Canelo. But yeah, man, Keith Thurman listen, Keith Thurman, I am so happy that Keith Thurman is crying, man. Listen, y'all don't understand how happy I am to see Earl Spence mistreating Keith Thurman. I'm so happy. It outweighs everybody else. Listen, this year will be so much better if Keith Thurman gets stopped, Dillian White gets kicked out of the sport, Conor Benn gets kicked out of the sport. You do those three things, 2023, I'd be happy. Oh, and Bud lose that belt. You do those 4 things right there, Bud lose his belt, I'm happy. Because I want Bud crying by the end of the year. Yeah. Keith Thurman played himself bigger than everybody. Keith Thurman was almost, listen, everybody wanted to see Keith Thurman fight Mayweather, right? And they was Mayweather, you should fight Keith Thurman. Then he was like, well, man, you go fight. I think he told him if he fought somebody, he'd fight him. And Keith Thurman didn't want to fight. Keith Thurman, I think he told him to fight Spence. I think that's what he told. I think Mayweather told Keith Thurman, fight Earl Spence and I'll fight you. Said Bud isn't losing. Man, listen, if he fights Spence, he gonna lose. He fights Spence, he gonna lose. I want to see, listen, I like Bud, but that bullshit that Bud pulled, I want to see Bud in the same boat on the tour bus tour that's driven by Keith Thurman. You just don't know how happy I am about that. Right. Dillian White should be out the damn sport. What do we got to do to get Dillian White kicked out of the damn sport? That dude done took so many damn PEDs, man. He had an A sample and his B sample was dirty. And they still let that dude fight. What do we do? Got to get Dillian White kicked out of there, man. Listen, I want Dillian White on that tour bus tour with AJ and them. But AJ trying to save himself. So, but I'm glad AJ crying. He got knocked out by Andy Ruiz. Listen, y'all don't know how happy that shit made me, man. When Andy Ruiz stopped AJ, dude, I slept like a freaking baby, dude. Listen, dude, that was one night I got so damn good sleep, man. It felt so good watching. I said, I know AJ somewhere crying, dude. Oh, yeah. If that happened, dude, I'm be sick. I'm gonna be on the tour bus tour. if by some chance, now I ain't even gonna throw that out there, dog, because I'll be on the tour bus tour, man. I will, dog. I will call Art, man, and say, listen, dog, can you do a bus called the tour bus tour, right? And put me on there and let me drive the damn bus, because I was happy. Listen, same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Dude, I'll be crying. I'll literally be tore up. Y'all just don't know just how much I'm mad at Keith Thurman, dog. Keith Thurman is right there with Canelo, dude. He's right there with Canelo, man. And just when I think Canelo gonna be on that tour bus tour and crying, he finds a damn way off that bus, man. That bus can't hold him. What's up, Chris Trucker? What's up with your salute, fam? I just can't get Canelo on that tour bus tour for nothing. Canelo is like freaking Houdini, man. Listen, I was like, man, I hope Bivol beats Canelo, and I'm gonna be so happy. Canelo lost to Bivol, and he's still in charge. I'm like, oh my God. I said, ain't no way he gonna go over there and fight Triple G and be proud of that. He went and fought Triple G, and he goes, hey, my hand is broke. I'm gonna go fight John Ryder. Canelo is almost invincible, man. But that's okay. If I kick Canelo, I'm just gonna be happy with the ones I got. And that is Keith Thurman. Said Thurman ain't beating Spence. The fix is already in. PBC stable mates. Why do you think they fight? Man, listen, Antonio. Nope. Because Rashidi Ellis just came to PBC and got beat. How did Villa beat him? Villa lost every freaking round and knocked him down a few times in the last round, and that was enough to beat Ellis. That was enough to beat him. That shouldn't have happened. That should not have happened. Hey, listen. We was Antonio. We was on live, right? And we got a dude on here named TD. And TD is from Nebraska. So he's always pulling for Bud, right? So he was on her going off, right? And he be going off on PBC. And let me tell you what he said. He said, man, I already know Ellis is going to win this because PBC got it fixed. As soon as the fight was over with, he goes, my bad. I said, damn it, you jinxed us, man. I didn't even say it on there. I was like, man, I ain't going to say that. I was going to say it, but I forgot. I was hot. I was like, how the hell did Rashidi Ellis lose that? They robbed that dude, man. Yeah, he got lit up last round. He did. He got his ass kicked the last round. He really did. Rashidi Ellis got beat. Listen, but one round he didn't knock him out. He beat the heck out of him at last round, almost knocked him out, but he survived. And he needed a knockdown to win. His corner even said it. He said, Ellis, Thurman, Spence won't fight Crawford. Heyman won't allow it. Ah, man, please. Please, Crawford ain't gonna allow it. Crawford ain't gonna allow it. Yeah, got card pulled. Yeah, he got his card pulled right there. Hey, he was just going in saying something bad on PBC, saying, yeah, the fight is rigged. They ain't gonna let that fighter go. Man, Rashidi Ellis won every round but the last round, got the brakes beat off of him in the last round. That was enough for him to win the whole fight. Oh, my God. Hey, you know what I would do? If you're a fighter, just throw a little bit of jabs, lose every round but the last 3 rounds, and you have all this energy and try to knock him out the last 3 rounds. That'll win you the fight. You don't have to win the first 8 rounds. That's what they saying. Hey, listen, he was gassed out because he was beating on the whole fight. Listen, Speedy Ellis, Rashidi Ellis, Speedy, he didn't hurt him, but dude walked through 1,000,000 punches. He just kept getting tagged like the freaking Terminator, man. Yeah, that's it, Will Peoples. Yeah, that's it. Hey, there you go. Yeah, there y'all go. Y'all look at that one. Bud buying up all the duck hoagies at 7-Eleven. That's exactly what it is. Bud is a duck. Crawford got a bag from a startup promotion, but PBC can't pay. But no, Crawford made $4 million and PBC pay everybody. You don't hear one fighter saying that PBC don't pay him except for Bud. Bud was my number 1 pound for pound, but Bud ain't. Bud is not my number 1 pound for pound. He pulled some crap. He heard everybody. Listen, if we can get Bud on that tour bus, man, I'll be happy. Yeah, what bag? He ain't no bag. Win a few rounds with 2 knockdowns in a round, maybe convince a judge. What other rounds he win besides maybe? Let's give him 9. Let's give him 11 and 12, maybe 10. That's 3 rounds to 8. I mean, 3 rounds. What is that? Whatever the fuck it is. I mean, y'all already know what I'm saying. Whatever the hell it is. The math is off. It's late. Yeah. I was right. 8 rounds. Spence ain't no running man. Listen. I wish he would run and dodge. Listen, if he was a running man, I would like for him to dodge. I'd like for him to dodge Keith Thurman. I don't want to see that. Listen, the true boxing fan in me, I want to see the Keith Thurman and Earl Spence fight. For real. I'm being honest with y'all. That's the true fight fan in me. But the petty fool that I am, I want to see Keith Thurman cry. Because Keith Thurman is a schmuck. Keith Thurman is a schmuck, dude. He held up the whole boxing division. He dodged Spence and he dodged Crawford. He ducked both of them. And was out there playing the flute, playing in his hair and in the paw, finding fancy, pretty wives and stuff. He was just doing it all, man. No, not really, I ain't. No, listen, Antonio. Listen, I'm being honest with you. The true boxing fan with me, I'm like, Spence, put the belts on the line, man. If Keith Thurman wins, he should win them belts. Really, he should. He really should. I'm being honest with you. That's the real truth. But I'm petty, and I'm standing on my pettiness. My pettiness is, if you've been holding up a sport for 4 years, 5 years, you've been playing the flute, cross-legged, sitting out on your little carpet, playing the flute, and your hair in a ponytail, and you out chasing women in Nepal, and you coming back telling them, oh, my hand hurt, I can't fight nobody, and you won't fight Spence, you won't fight Bud, you wanted to fight Mayweather, and Mayweather told you, if you beat Spence, I'll fight you. Keith Thurman didn't want none of that. He held up the whole freaking sport. So, I don't want Keith Thurman to win a belt. I don't want Keith Thurman to get the fight. I want Keith Thurman driving the tour bus, man. Listen, I stand on it, bro. I stand on that. he shouldn't fight Mill. They up under the same thing. Why would you want them to fight? They're not gonna fight. He should fight Bud. Bud should have fought him. No, what he's doing is listen what he's doing. He's taking Keith Thurman out of Keith Thurman's comfort zone. Keith Thurman got tired when he fought Barrios because he ain't been fighting. Now he's got another layoff, all because Keith Thurman don't want to fight Jaron Ennis. He don't want to fight Virgil Ortiz. He don't want to fight nobody else but Spence, right? So Spence like, okay, if you want to fight me, I'm going to make you put on some weight, make you even more tired, and I'm going to make you where you don't get the belt. Is it messed up? It's messed up. But if Keith Thurman cries, I smile. They ain't holding up no welterweight division. Please, Antonio, please. Bud Crawford held up the division. Bud Crawford got with BLK Prime, telling me he made $10 million, and the fight didn't even make $10 million total. So how the hell he get $10 million? Listen, Antonio, if you're gonna come over here, you gotta be honest, bro. At least I'm being honest. What I'm saying is messed up. And if you're gonna say messed up stuff, at least say you lying, or at least say you saying messed up stuff. Own your bull. Own it. I own my bull. I'm owning it. Listen, man, I'm owning it. It is wrong if Spence fights Thurman at 154 and Thurman don't get a belt, or they do the catch weight, whatever they work out, which I ain't heard. I don't believe Mike Carpenter, and I don't believe ESPN. They ain't no parts of PBC. So why do I want to believe them? I don't believe them. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, if Spence fights him, he should get it. But the petty side in me that has the disdain for Keith Thurman, I want him crying. I want him crying. He's a really good boxer. He dodged everybody. He held up the sport, and he lost his belt to Pacquiao. If he had had the other belt, Pacquiao would have took that belt. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bud talking about he want $20 million. Ain't nobody gonna get Bud $20 million. I tell you what, Antonio, you gonna get Bud that kind of money. You gonna take a loss. Ain't nobody taking no loss with that. No, listen, dude, you talking about businessmen with plenty of money, man. Okay, let's not be petty and biased. Let's talk about the facts. The facts is Bud said he signed the contract. That's a fact. That's not me making it up. Bud then said he wanted to fight in 2022 when Steven Espinosa came out and said Bud could have fought Spence in January of 2023. Steven Espinosa said that. You think Steven Espinosa is lying and hating on Bud? They want to make the fight, dude. That's how they make their money. So why is it? Listen to this. You telling me PBC made every fight you could think of. Do you hear anybody else crying that PBC didn't make the fight but Bud? Out of all the people in the world, you gonna side with Bud? And please. I don't like no Keith Thurman stunt double. I got a little bit more hair than Keith, and I'm older than Keith. So forget you, Antonio. Forget you. You know what, Antonio? I got something for you, man. I got something for you. You earned this one. You earned this one, dude. That did it. You earned this one, man.
Little prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, prick.
Go ahead.
Come on, get him out of here.
you get a double one for that, for calling me Keith Thurman.
Little prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, prick.
Go ahead.
Come on, get him out of here.
And if I look like Keith Thurman, I would look at myself in the mirror and wouldn't like me either. Because that's just how much I don't like Keith Thurman. Now, I want Keith Thurman on the tour bus crying. I want Keith Thurman on the tour bus crying, dog. There you go. He hurt my feelings with that, man. Told me I like Keith Thurman. I don't like Keith Thurman no more. I want that dude crying, man. I want him crying. I want to see a picture. You know that Michael Jordan picture? I want that to be the new Keith Thurman picture. You know what I mean? But I want him driving that tour bus. Then I want Canelo on there. I want Bud on there. Bud Crawford, he was undisputed at 140 though. Crawford was undisputed at 140. And he been holding on to a belt for dear life at 147. And I'm mad at that. run the Spence drop for fun. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. Hey, here you go. For T-Word says we got to make the drop. We're going to make the drop. Here you go, Antonio. This is how you know what nobody dodging them.
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you. Man down. Straps easy. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, T. There you go. We dropped that one. We dropped that. Yeah, that's a strip Bud. Nah, Bud got all the way till May. Even though I would love for them to strip Bud and let Spence and Jerron fight for it, but nah, Bud got till May. That's when his mandatory is up. But I did see something that somebody was showing me that the mandatory was supposed to be every 9 months on the WBO. I read something on there. They said it's in the book. Somebody had it up. Somebody did a thing on it, and I watched it. And they showed. Matter of fact, I got it. Hold on. Let me see if I still got it. If I got it, I'm gonna upload it real quick so you guys can see it. This came out of the WBO book. But they may have changed it. But this came out of the WBO book. Let me see if I still got it. If I still got it in here, I'll upload it real quick. Let me see if I got that one. Y'all give me 1 second. I'll see if I got that one. Yeah, man. It said that T-Word, appreciate you, fam. Salute on the cash out, man. Appreciate you, T-Word. Appreciate you. Now, Spence was never undisputed. Spence only been at 147. That's why he wants to fight. He wants to fight Crawford for it. And it ain't no done deal that Spence will beat him, but they should all get a shot at it. You know what I mean? I don't want to quote y'all which one it was until I see it. I'm gonna have to look for it on her, but it's AM Sports said it too. Yeah, man. It's I saw it on another one a while back, man, and it's been a minute, and I was like, yeah, and I remember that a long time ago, but they may have changed it. But all jokes aside, it was every 9 months. You're supposed to what's the name? So they were saying that Crawford should be stripped because of it. I was trying to look. I got it somewhere. I'm going to have to find it and put it back out. But yeah, man, it said the WBO is supposed to be every 9 months is what it says. I'll find it. Don't quote me on there. I'll find it and I'll get it and I'll upload it. You know what I mean? But yeah, they say every 9 months you're supposed to, but it's been said now that Crawford supposed to go every 18 months. So his 18 months will be up in May, because Sean Porter was November that last November. So his 18 months will be up in May. So he's got to already have something out there. He's got to go to the next, what's the name? Did they update that? Hold on, let me check and see. Did they update the let me see. I'm gonna see if did they update the standings on her? Yeah, they ain't. Yeah, they yeah, okay. So yeah, there you go. So it's still the same thing. So we gotta see what Crawford and them gonna do, man. But hey, he gotta take that mandatory, man. But you where Anthony go? Now Antonio. Hey, listen, man. Listen. All jokes aside, man, you got to stand on that, bro. You got to stand on that. You can't come here saying that Bud tried to make the fight when you know good and dang on well Bud wasn't trying to make that fight, man. Bud got out of that fight, and that's why everybody is in this situation is because of Bud. Bud is the reason. Man, Crawford is done, man. Crawford Gray be done, man. It's just, man, there's so many ducks out there, man. So many people in the sport that I want to be on the tour bus or kicked out the sport, man. It's a few of them, man. And it'll make the sport a better place as soon as you get them out the way. It'll make the sport a better place, man. It really will, man. It really will. If we get them out of the way, like AJ is out of the way now. AJ is out of the way. AJ won't be back in the way again. So we good at that. Now we got to see what's going to happen to Fury. Because Fury can fight and Fury cheats. So we got to get Fury out the way. I don't think Usyk can beat Fury. Because Fury, he's big, he can box, and he cheats. So what we got to do is, man, we got to clean the sport up. So we got to get a lot of these people out the way, man. Keith Thurman was out the way. And I thought with Keith Thurman out the way, guess what's going to happen? We're going to have Road to Undisputed. I did not see that shit coming from Bud. I didn't see that shit coming from Bud, man. I did not see that shit coming from Bud like that, man. I'm still hot about that Bud situation, man. I am, man. I'm hot about it. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Tucker. Yeah, man. Hey, it's crazy, man. But like I said, man, hopefully they go ahead and announce this shit, man. I'm tired of guessing, man. Ain't y'all cats tired of guessing? Ain't y'all tired of that? I'm tired of saying, oh, man, this person said this person said that. Ain't really too much shit we can talk about in boxing right now. You know what I mean? I thought after January the 7th, I was like, man, everything gonna be up and rolling. What is taking them so long to announce these next fights? You know what I mean? If the fight is there, what are they gonna do, man? What they doing, man? What are they doing, man? You know what I mean? It's not the fighters, man. It's the network and the promotion companies. Yeah, but Bud didn't have a promotional company, and Bud didn't have a network. Bud played a game. Bud is the problem on 147. Bud is it. He's the last piece of the puzzle, and Bud has been playing bullshit ever since he left. Matter of fact, he should have never re-signed with Top Rank. Once he re-signed with Top Rank, it was another 2 years of that bull. And as soon as he left, we was like, oh, we good now. The fight is gonna happen. This dude came in there and he wants to, oh man, we want transparency and all this. Steven Espinosa put out a tweet, and the tweet said, Bud could have fought Spence, but he wanted to fight in 2022. He could have fought Spence in January in 2023. But we gave Bud transparency. He said we gave Bud everything he wanted. And y'all still take it, and they still taking up for Bud? Nah, man, come on, man. I ain't taking up for Bud. I want Bud on the crime bus. Now, Bud just went in there and fought Spence and lost. I be like, man, Spence need to get that dude a rematch. I'm rooting for Bud. I'm going to root for Bud all the way to the end. I be like, man, I just want to see good boxing. But when you got a boxer that bring his feelings in there and bring some other bull crap in there that ain't got nothing to do with boxing, I got a problem. Y'all, they talking about 140? Oh, man. Nobody don't care about what Bud did in 1942. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bud won a title at 135. So what? Bud got undisputed at 145. It wasn't the hardest road to undisputed. It wasn't. Bud's biggest win is freaking Gamboa. He think he's going to the Hall of Fame with Gamboa, man. But, man, they don't want to fight me. See, that's where the problem come in at. Oh, they don't want to fight me. You think Earl Spence called out everybody, but he don't want to fight Bud? It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. PBC didn't want to deal with Top Rank. Bud ain't with Top Rank. So how did Bud go and run over to BLK? But he didn't ask for transparency with that shit. Bud went inside with a mob boss all the way down in Dubai. He didn't ask for transparency then. He got nothing to say bad about Kinahan. Nothing. He ain't got nothing bad to say about BLK. But he got everything in the world to say he don't want to fight for PBC. Why? Has Bud ever really said why he don't want to join PBC? But you'll join BLK Prime for a fight, but you won't join PBC for a fight? You'll go mess with some cheating mob bosses that are underhanded, do crooked stuff, that's got their hands in the street. You'll sign with them, but you won't sign with PBC. And y'all, and Antonio Luna, you'll sit in here and let them get away with it? Bruh, if you making decisions like that where you backing up bad business, bud, and you come here and questioning that, oh, nah, bruh. Bruh. Oh, no, you got to stand on that, bruh. Same way I stand on my petty shit, I stand on it. I stand on it, and you going to stand on yours too, bruh. You going to stand on it. Hey, we might not agree, but you're not going to come here and stand on lies and deceit. Nah, you can't stand on lies and deceit, and you can't talk about what Bud did in his elementary school, what bully he beat up out there. It don't count. 135 don't count when Bud was 19 years old, 20 years old. That don't count. It don't count that he was undisputed at 140. The price of beans in China has got nothing to do with the welterweight division today. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, Pedro. Crawfish ain't got no accountability. But no, he does. Because we're going to hold his feet to the fire. We holding his feet to the fire. Yeah, PBC going to make you fight. That's why Adrian Broner ran. He just told you. PBC said they'll give me $10 million, but I got to fight King Kong. But if I come to BLK Prime, they let me pick who I want, and I can have 3 fights in a year. So Adrian just said, instead of fighting 1 fight, I'd rather fight 3 fights. Does that make sense to y'all? Listen what I'm saying. Listen to this. Adrian Broner would rather go fight 3 fights. Let's say they all 3 bums, but that's 3 training camps. There's 3 times you got to pay a sanctioning fee. I mean, you got to pay your dues. You got to pay your manager. You got to pay everybody. Everybody gets a cut of your money because you got 3 fights, correct? So everybody get a cut over and over and over again, right? You're going to pay taxes, right? But you're going to still pay about the same amount of taxes. But you're still going to pay, correct? But you can make that kind of money with 1 fight. But you'd rather go fight 3 fights to make that $10 million? Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that, bro. Please tell me his fans don't hold him accountable for nothing. They all trash. Yeah, they are. Can y'all please explain that to me? Listen right now. You tell me I can go fight Wilder for $10 million, or I can go fight Adrian, Rolly, and Tank. I'd rather go fight Wilder. You know what I'm saying? That's 1 fight. You know what I'm saying? That's 1 fight. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? That 1 fight you fight, them other 3 fights, any of them fights can knock you out, hurt you, put you in the dirt, right? If I'm going to go out with 1 fight, dog. I'm going to go fight the biggest, baddest dude for the $10 million. Listen, I'm going to run across that ring. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to windmill it, jab. I'm going to do everything I can to do something to Wilder and hope and pray that punch knock him out so I can get a second payday. But if I wake up on the stretcher, as long as I got my money in the bank, I'm good. And I trust PBC. I'm giving $10 million. But I'm not going to fight 3 people for $10 million. Not when I can fight 1. I'd rather fight 1. Yeah, there's something very wrong with that. Yeah, rent in the 50s. Yeah, Chris Trucker. Hey, think about it, bro. Yeah, y'all talking about the beans in China. You talking about what the rent was. Oh yeah, man, I could get a box Chevy back in the day for $800. Don't do me no good now. And that's the truth. I used to buy box Chevys back in the day for $800 to $1,000. $1,500, you get a nice box Chevy. Go tell somebody with a box Chevy right now, man, I give you $1,000 for that box Chevy. They gonna look at you like you crazy, man. They still be popping up, and I'm still trying to get them, just to get them. Shit. Yeah, he is. Hey, man, and if he does win the next fight, Adrian just wants some paydays, bro. I get it. But if I'm gonna go in there and do a training camp, I'm gonna do 1 training camp. I'm gonna try to make $10 million. Because what if you win? What if I go in there and fight Wilder, he catch a cramp, and I catch him with a punch? Or he throws a punch, I duck, miss, and I pop him, and somehow it knocks him out. It could happen. Anything can happen, man. Right? I'm gonna try one person before I try 3 for $10 million, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, man. I don't know what y'all feel about it, man. BLK is prime. I mean, is BLK prime saved Crawford's butt, and Crawford ran for it, man. I didn't see that coming. I never saw that coming. I said, listen, we got the Crawford Spence fight is going down. Then Crawford told me, I want $20 million. I said, man, he ain't getting $20 million. Nobody ever give him $20 million. This might dry out a while, but he'll come to his senses. He didn't get $10 million, but there was another player in there, and he went for it. So that, my friend, means your boy Showboating Sports don't know what he think he knows. And at this situation, I am not running my ass out there and jump on anything anybody say. So for the record, I don't know if Spence them fighting for a belt. I don't know if it's 100% at 154. I don't know if it's 100% going to be Keith Thurman. All I know is Mike Compinger said this shit, and I don't believe Mike Compinger, because why would he know before anybody else knows? Oh, my sources told me this. Yeah, your sources told you last time that Crawford signed. Yeah, but nobody believes that, right? Crawford signed, but then all of a sudden, everybody's saying that PBC is playing jokes. Mike Compinger said, oh, it's a done deal. They just got to finalize it. It was never a done deal. Mike Compinger lied. ESPN lied. Mike Compinger knows the same shit that we know. Nothing, which is not too much of nothing. Right? He might know 1 or 2 people he might be on the casting couch with, right? Mike Compinger probably on the casting couch with somebody. You know what I'm saying? He probably is. You know what I mean? He probably on the same casting couch, right? That stained up casting couch that everybody's sleeping on and getting their sexual favors in, right? So Mike Compinger might be on that couch. I don't know. He just might be. I can't say he is. I can't say he ain't. All I'm saying is the dude clearly don't know shit because he keeps throwing stuff out. But people keep buying into his bullshit all the time. Every time his little magic fingers tweets, guess what happened? Everybody goes, oh, Mike Compinger says that. The dude is always wrong. It's almost as bad as Teddy Atlas almost being wrong. Teddy Atlas is so damn biased. He's wrong on a lot of shit. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, man, that's just how I feel about it. What's up? Andre Jefferson in the house. What's up with you, fam? Yeah. If Al did say no. But Al didn't say no. Because let me tell you why. Bud even said it. Bud said I signed. And then guess what? Spence said he signed. So that means Al didn't say that. And did Bud say, Spence, you a liar? He didn't say, Spence, no, you didn't sign. Yeah. Crawford waiting around for Spence now. That's what he says. But guess what's going to happen? Crawford going to be in his damn feelings. Because guess what's going to happen? It says right here, Crawford is going to probably fight Alex Rocha or Cody Crawley. He going to fight one of them two. He going to fight one of those two. Keith Thurman, Jerron Ennis, and Virgil Ortiz is going to be off. So he got to fight one of those two. And guess what Crawford's going to say? I can either fight Spence or I can fight one of these guys. But you know what's going to happen? Well, no, I can't say that because if I say ain't nobody going to pay him, they'll order a purse bid. BLK Prime will come back in and save the damn day again. It'll be another meeting. It'll be another meeting at 7-Eleven and Crawford will get his ass out of there. That's what happened. Man, listen, they always hating. Listen, man, a lot of people hate on there when they didn't get their way. Some people are bitter because they didn't get their way. About what match? Plant wasn't overjoyed about what match? Yeah, Cody Crawley. Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, Plant wasn't overjoyed about what match? Cause shit, Plant the one wanted Benavidez. Plant wanted Canelo, got the Canelo fight, got stopped. Now all of a sudden he wants to fight everybody, which is cool. I'm cool. I'm here for it. It took him to lose. Listen, I'm happy that Canelo beat Plant. Well, really, I would have liked Canelo to lose. Oh, you know how happy I would be if Canelo had lost to Plant, then turned right around and lost to Bivol? I would have been happy, man. I would have been happy. Man, Crawford ain't gonna fight nobody, man. Crawford ain't gonna fight nobody. What's gonna happen is if he sees it's a way out, he can fight Cody Crawley and they're gonna pay him $2 million, he's gonna take that fight all day long. Yeah. Play it. Hey, we're gonna find out what he made of on this one though. Cause it's about time to go down. It's gonna go down. But anyway, guys, that's all for me tonight, guys. Hope y'all have a good night, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, man. And if you're new to the channel, hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon. We do this every night at 10 p.m. Please make sure you guys come in here 10 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys do that for me, man. We say what we say. We stand on it. And that's straight up no chasing. So until tomorrow night, man, fight fam, I'm out. Peace. Hey, man, y'all have a good one, man. We'll get on her rap tomorrow night. Peace.